to everyone and a very warm welcome. And I'm sure you're going to have a great pleasure in watching the unveiling of this motorcycle. We just launched this motorcycle in Goa, and this is one of our first launches in south of India. Within south of India, we chose Hyderabad because it's one of the premium industry here in this market is largest. And this is the market where our consumers really love premium and lifestyle brands. So that's why. When you look at motorcycle, it just takes us half an hour to unveil a motorcycle and show you. But it takes 3 years, 4 years to make a motorcycle. And I just want to take you through the journey, what went behind in making. TVS started in 1911. We have 110 years of legacy. In this 110 years, we have created momentous milestones over a period of time. In terms of product, in terms of getting differentiated products into the market, be it in scooters, be it in electric vehicles, be it creating a segment of sports in India. If you look in 2005, we launched a brand called as Apache, and it became a known name in the sports segment, in the premium segment across India. And today we are one of the leading brands in this segment across India. We democratize racing. If you look at some time back, racing was limited to rich people or the people who could have a lot of money to do racing. Apache bought racing to everybody's house, and that's how we created RTR, Ready to Race, in 2008. We have been continuously, as a company, getting products which are the best in the category in terms of technology, in terms of the complete engineering which goes behind a motorcycle, and a very differentiated look and feel to the products that we create. And yet today, we are here to create another milestone for the brand TVS. So if you look at our premium portfolio, it's a Apache series of motorcycles, right? Our 160 cc's, 180 cc's, and our flagship motorcycle, which is Apache RR310, which is really the premium segment. And today, the motorcycle which we are going to launch is going to add to this premium segment of offering from TVS to the consumers. And the motorcycle which we are going to launch today, it is not to the current genre of motorcycles available in the market. And TVS has taken a step to create a new genre of motorcycling today. Before I step in there, if you look at the motorcycle and total two-wheeler industry in India, of course, India is a leading two-wheeler industry in the world. And within that industry, roughly around 13.5% is the premium segment of motorcycle. Typically, 150cc plus, and around 150,000 products motorcycles are sold in this segment. In a year, 18 lakh of these motorcycles are sold in a year, and within this segment is what we are going to launch our product today. And we expect with this, not only the premium segment will expand, but also for TVS motorcycle, this is a great opportunity to cater to the new set of consumers altogether. And here, we are here to ride a new set of bike, and it's time to ride your own story, as we call it. So if you look at motorcycle, and I'm sure most of you know about motorcycling, there are two worlds. One side, speed, performance, and very fast. Second side, very slow, very heritage driven. Grandfather bought, son bought, I have to buy. So one kind of motorcycling. So two genres, sports and heritage. What is happening today to this whole motorcycling segment? People are forced to buy what is available. Oh, you are classic, so take this. You are sports, take this. You are cruiser, take this. While as when we did our research in the consumers of India and abroad, we found out there's a set of customers. They want completely different motorcycle. They don't want to fit into what is already available. Thereby, we created a third genre of motorcycle for the people, for the consumers who are looking for change. If you look today in the marketplace, people are free to share. You want to share everything. You don't want to keep it to you. People are free to feel. People are free to fail. You know, they don't mind failing. They want to attempt. They want to succeed. And they're free to rewrite their own stories. Now, all these set of consumers, you can see how people are working in various formats today within India or abroad. So the culture is changing. The way we consume things is changing. The way we experience products is changing. And these set of consumers is for whom we are launching a bike today. And these set of consumers we call as improvists. They are spontaneous. They need spontaneity. They want to plan, okay, I have to go for a ride. So, okay, pack your bag, get onto the bike, go for a ride. They don't want to absolutely think large. They just want something which is very quick, which is fast, and also stylish, also experience driven, and overall they're looking for a lifestyle experience. So these are the improvists for which we have made this motorcycle. Before I go further, I'll show you the video, the consumer set for which this motorcycle is made. Who are the consumers for this set of motorcycle? Can we have the video, please? And as I said, this set of consumers, they are moving from rigidity, fixed lifestyle, to a very versatile lifestyle. That is the brand story of the product which we are going to launch today. So those are the kind of the consumers. What are they looking at? If I take at the whole view, because you should know why we made this motorcycle, for whom we made this motorcycle, and how TVS is going to gain the market share or the segment share or expand this industry over a period of time. So these guys are looking for made for me. Customization should be an easy option. Today we buy clothes, we want to customize. We buy a mobile phone, we want a cover, we want a screen guard, we want stickers on it, just for a mobile phone. Okay? Look at how people are customizing their everything, whether it's their home, whether it's their bike, whether it's their automobile. And similarly in motorcycle, they're looking for something they can customize easily. Mood ready motorcycle, a motorcycle where they can put their leg and go on, whether it is a city ride, whether it is an off-road ride, whether he wants to go to hills, or whether he wants to go anywhere on that bike. Mood ready attitude is what this bike brings in. Very connected. Today's youngsters, today's people who want to buy into motorcycle, they want something which is very connected. They should be able to see it in their mobile phones. They should be able to track what they are doing. And of course, they are socially well connected than most of us. And very free-spirited. And that's why we call it as an unscripted ride. So that's the tagline for the product. If you look at Ronin, it's an unscripted ride. It's an unscripted. It's not something which was there as a genre of motorcycle. You're changing the genre of motorcycle altogether. And this segment, thereby where it is coming, is unslotable. You can't slot it in one category. It's unstereotyped. You can't say that this kind of a genre is available, so you're one among them. And it's legacy free. It's for today's youth, it's for today's youngsters, it's for the guy who's looking for a premium lifestyle experience as an overall. He's not only looking at motorcycle, he's looking at motorcycling. So there's a difference between motorcycle and motorcycling. And that is what we are bringing out today into this marketplace. So thereby guys, the name of the product is Ronin. As we know, Ronin is a bike which has no known master. So he's somebody who's absolutely special, and the only rule he has, he follows no rule. So that's how the brand name to this product, TVS Ronin. So this bike is for those improvists. It is for those mood ready, motorcycling and completely unscripted. So the TVS Ronin world. So today what we are going to launch at the end of my presentation will be a motorcycle, but what we are creating along with the motorcycle, because the first premium lifestyle product offering from TVS motorcycle. So we are calling it as a TVS Ronin world. So not only motorcycle, but the set of accessories to make your motorcycle own. I'll share with you how we are doing that. Also the full apparel range, which is about clothing. I am wearing the Ronin gear today, whether it is my shoes, whether it is my jacket, whether it is my t-shirt. I am in Ronin gear, so I am differentiated when I ride this motorcycle on the road. And also bring in many things that you can do with the motorcycle. First, let me share with you what is the Ronin world all about. So it's a complete lifestyle range of apparel, absolute lifestyle range of accessories, and absolutely a big Ronin world altogether. Configurator we are bringing for the first time. You can go online and you can put accessories on your motorcycle, take a 360-degree view of your motorcycle, how it looks, buy into accessories. So thereby, from now onwards, you can absolutely do your full accessorization through this configurator before you go to the dealership to buy a motorcycle. TVS is known for bringing connected technology to a larger extent. The Smart Connect brings you tour mode, ride mode, voice and ride assist, and also turn-by-turn navigation. You will see that. So not only is it about motorcycle, also about apparel, accessories, connected technologies, which is bought in there. Also an Arrive app, which is based on AR technology. You can absolutely virtually look at your bike and really take take deeper look into each and every aspect of your bike before visiting a dealership. So complete digital experience, complete experience in terms of your apparels, in terms of accessories. So there's a premium lifestyle brand offering. So design and engineering, let me take you through, this is very important so that you know what went into making this motorcycle. So we finished the design part, we finished the apparel part, accessory part, and now we'll talk about what went into making this motorcycle and why should it be one of the best premium motorcycle offering in this space. So Ronin at a glance, if I talk about ride and handling, which is very, very important. So it has got raid and urban mode. We know when the rains are there, the road grip is really difficult, and when you have to brake, it is very difficult. You have to brake as if you are on a normal road. So it's got an urban and rain mode, ABS. It's got upside down forks, and it's got a monoshocks at the rear. So when you're riding a motorcycle, whether you go through ditches or you go through a bump on the road, or you go off-roading or you go on-roading, what you need in your motorcycle is a completely great suspension. And this motorcycle thereby has a very unique USD and a monoshock as a combination. It's got an assist and a slipper clutch for your easy riding in the city condition, traffic condition, or if you are going on a highway, or if you are just going on a hilly road. So very, very easy to ride motorcycle. That's how the design concepts have been made for it. In terms of connectivity, as I said, that has been one of the important traits or important characteristic, as I call it, TVS signature on technology. So it's got Bluetooth connectivity. It's got you can do a call accept and a reject on it, and you have a voice assist. So thereby you are connected with your phone and you're connected with your machine all the time. Apart from that, in terms of convenience, if you button start this motorcycle, it is so silent and is so feather light, feather touch, that you will see the difference in terms of convenience. So you know that your motorcycle has started, and it's got a gear shift assist so that you can, if you have to change gears in a traffic on a road condition, or you don't want to shift gears very frequently, then it really, really helps you a lot. And the last part is styling, and it's a very stylish motorcycle, as we call it, modern retro motorcycle in this segment. It's got all LED lamps and a very signature LED lamp. When you see it from a distance, you know the Ronin is passing by. You don't have to look at the badge and anything, just from the headlamp. And it's got a asymmetrical and it's got a block tread tires. So this motorcycle in a way is a combination of everything. You got a good combination of connectivity, you got a good combination of style, you got a very good combination of in terms of its convenience, in terms of its rideability. So engine, which is the heart of this motorcycle, it is equipped with an all new 225.9cc engine, which produces a power of 20.4 PS. If you look at this segment of motorcycle, if you look at the weight of this motorcycle, this is the best power to weight ratio you can get in this segment with this motorcycle. That's the best part of it. The second part of the motorcycle, which is very important, most of us ride motorcycle, is about the low range and a mid-range torque. So when you are in a third or fourth gear, when you want to accelerate at 30 km per hour or 40, you should not get a knocking. That is the beauty of this bike. The bike has been made absolutely with a beautiful low end and mid-end torque for easy riding, for fun riding, for getting uphill or getting onto any traffic road condition. So that is the character of the bike. And if you look at the exhaust note, the tonality of the engine sound is absolutely different from any motorcycle on the road. So you should hear the sound of Ronin. It says that it has arrived. So when you go on a traffic, when you go on a road, share by the sound of the motorcycle, you will know the Ronin has arrived. So it's a very different signature to the engine itself, which has given the exhaust note is completely different from this motorcycle. So Ronin chassis, it's a very important part most of us should pay attention to. When you're riding a motorcycle and when you're turning, if your motorcycle chassis is very stiff, if it doesn't turn around when you're turning, lot of load comes on your arms, your shoulders, so you get very tired after a very short distance. These are the two elements. One is the fuel tank, one is the chassis. Very best bikes in the world will have the best characteristic of both chassis as well as the fuel tank. And that is what Royal Enfield has, TVS motorcycle has done very different than this segment. You have to talk about competition at times, I didn't want to name. So in terms of chassis engineering, when we did this design of Ronin, so it has a best of both the worlds. On one side you got sports, and on the other side is long rides when you go on a longer distance. So when you look at the layout, it is made, the size of the vehicle is a wheelbase. If you ride a If you're standing in a bus, you have to, if you keep closer, you're going to fall. If you keep stretching your leg and expanding your leg, that's your wheelbase. And that is how you get stability, right? Similarly, a motorcycle wheelbase gives it a stability and a long. So here, when it came to layout of the bike, a lot of emphasis for long ride. So you get a very stable ride. In terms of the structure, which is the stiffness, it is more towards the long ride so that you can do short ride, long ride, mid rides. But the combination, as you would see over the period of time, is for both worlds. It's got a shock absorbers which are mono shocks and also the USD in the front. Thereby you get a very sporty, because if you're speedily going and suddenly want to brake, the suspension should be able to take, or if you're going out ditch or you're through a bad road. So combination of suspension, brakes, as I said, it got block tires, thereby your grip to off-roading is road. Ergonomics, I'll just show you a picture of that, is the best for the long distance ride. And the comfort, I think we have also paid attention that you got the comfort which is for a long distance ride. This is the engineering I was talking about. If you look at the stiffness, when you're turning your bike or going through a sharp turn, or for maneuvering, overtaking, you want to turn your bike right, left. The stiffness of the chassis, if it is too hard, everything falls on. So there's a lot of attention being paid to ensure both the engine as well as the fuel tank has got that stiff tank for better riding, seating position, grip, and also a good dynamics for a longer and a better set of ride. It is very important. I have only shared a few key elements of Ronin. If I really tell you about Ronin, it will take me 1.5 hours to tell you a detail. What I picked up as a motorcyclist is what is important for a motorcyclist. Why should somebody buy into Ronin? What are the things that Ronin brings all together to the place? So if I look at the whole comfort, when you buy a motorcycle, we talked about engine, its power, weight ratio is the best. It got ABS, it's got single channel ABS, dual channel ABS. When we look about the all-terrain comfort, so upside fork, my request is when you sit on the bike, just feel the fork, you will know what I'm talking about. It's got a block tread tires for the road grip and a superior performance and ride comfort. We got ABS ride modes both for rain and urban, and it's got a gas charged rear monoshock so that you really don't feel any changes in the texture of the roads when you go by. So you have a very, very comfortable ride. So thereby you want to ride Ronin for a very, very long distance. In terms of the ergonomics, if you look at the riding triangle, as straight as this is very comfortable. So your back is absolutely upright. So your handlebar is absolutely here. So you can go long distance without having any lower back ache, without having a stress on your shoulder. That is why this bike, I met other day a customer, he said, I just went for 60-70 kilometers just like that. Other day I was riding with journalists in Goa. We just went on for 50-60 kilometers without even stopping or taking a break. So people love to ride this motorcycle because of the comfort, and it comes from the position of handlebar, foot pegs, hip angle, or seating comfort that has been built on the motorcycle. Now, in terms of visual appeal, in terms of styling, there is a lot of attention to the electric LED lamp. So it's got a unique signature position lamp here with a T. You can see it from a distance the Ronin is arriving. It's got a low beam, high beam option so that you can look at the road in the night, in the rains, at a very, very sharp focus there. It's got a hybrid light emission technology. If you look at the LED in the rear, very long distance, you can see the bike is there when you brake and all. So thereby safety wise also, both of them play a very, very vital role. In terms of the indicators, they are very arrow shaped. So from a distance you can see, okay, right from the indicator, okay, Ronin is in the front or Ronin is turning. So very beautiful LED work here. It's got a silent start first in the segment. In this segment is the first of the technology that we have introduced. Very silent start. We start. If you look at the spoke, it has got almost 28 kind of options. You can see your ride modes, you can see ISG, you can see your gear shift. There are a lot of things, and you can customize your dashboard. Like you saw in the cars, you can customize your dashboard of the car. In this, you can customize your dashboard in this Ronin. So very, very, very high on technology, very high on style, very high on performance, and complete Ronin world which we are bringing today. Apart from that, you can connect it with an app from your phone. If you want to get your ride analysis, right? You ride a motorcycle, You want to know what you did on a motorcycle today, you don't have an option, but through this app, you can download and see which distance you covered at what kilometer, how many kilometers did you travel. You can absolutely track your everything through the app, apart from setting your navigation and other things. So very nice thing. Apart from it, you will know the number of missed calls, messages, phone battery. So it's a very, very modern generation pod, which is there for the first time. Look at the range of Ronin. It starts at 149,000 and goes up to 168,750. So you get a complete 3 SKUs, 6 colorways for the Ronin.